This video will walk you through two examples of solving unit rates which involve complex fractions. Here's our first example. Jonathan can run 3 2/5 miles in 7/8 hours. Find his average speed in miles per hour. Notice that the words miles per hour are underlined, and therefore I know how to set up my rate with miles in the numerator and hours in the denominator. So the first thing I did was take the two numbers given to me and substitute in 3 2/5 by miles and 7/8 by hours. Please remember that when you're dealing with a complex fraction, this line right here is really just representing division. So another way of reading this is 3 2/5 divided by 7/8. And we know that when we divide fractions, we always have to change any mixed numbers, such as 3 2/5, into improper fractions. And we do that by macking it. Multiply, add, keep. So if I multiply the 5 and the 3, I get 15, plus 2 is 17, and I keep the 5. So that becomes 17/5 divided by 7/8. Now I use my keep, switch, flip method. We keep the 17/5. We switch the division to a multiplication. We flip our second fraction, or take the reciprocal of it, and my new equation becomes 17/5 times 8/7. And then we simply just multiply and simplify to get our final answer. And notice that I put my label miles per hour on my answer. Here's another example. A truck driver drove 120 miles in 1 3/4 hours. What is the speed of the truck in miles per hour? And again, please notice my underlined words, miles per hour, per being the key word which signifies how to set up our rate. So I know that miles goes in the numerator, per hour. And therefore my numbers are filled in as follows. 120 miles in the numerator, 1 3/4 in the denominator. And again, when I look at a complex fraction, the big fraction bar in the middle is just showing me division. So another way of looking at this problem is 120 divided by 1 3/4. And just like before, when I have a mixed number, I need to make it improper before I can divide. So I mac it. 4 times 1 is 4. Add the 3 makes 7. Keep the 4. So it becomes 7/4. So another way of writing this problem is by making the whole number a fraction by putting it over 1, and making 1 3/4 improper by making it 7/4. I then do keep, switch, flip, and I solve, and I get my final answer, 68 4/7. And again, I include the entire label, miles per hour. I hope you found this video helpful.